peeps? We are back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Yes, we were here recently bringing you behind the scenes of Verbolten Forbidden Turn, but we are back to talk about the rest of the updates going on in the park. Right now, for spring 2026, including the start of Food and Wine Festival, we're going to taste some of the cool new dishes and stuff like that. We're going to keep an eye out for kind of some of the refreshing that they've done around the park, any kind of cool stuff that we see. Like I said, talk about what may we be able to see with Verbolten Forbidden Turn that we didn't see a few weeks ago, and just bring you along for the ride. Let's do this thing. But most importantly, we're going to stop at the Food and Wine Upgrade Center to get our Food and Wine Sampler Card. As a reminder, they have sampler cards for Food and Wine Festival that allow you to save up to 20% depending on the cost of the item with a 15-item sampler. Looks like you can pre-purchase if you scan that QR code right there. And we're going to go around the world and sample some dishes. Okay, so got the 15-item sampler. Now with tax, it was about $100. So if you do the math, that means that every dish that I should get should probably be above the $7 threshold in order to make money back on my sampler pass. And we're gonna look at the Virginia booth just to kind of give you an example of some of the prices of the dishes. So here is the Virginia booth right here as you enter the park, and you can see some dishes go up to $12, $8. Everything on this menu would be a deal using my sampler card to get it. As we head into Scotland, I do want to mention this wall, Nessie, has been painted over. There was a giant Loch Ness Monster mural that was on this wall before when they first opened the new revamped Loch Ness Monster. It's been painted over green. You can actually see some Nessie remnants right up there. But goodbye, Nessie. Okay, first up, came to the Africa booth because there's a couple of dishes here I wanted to try. I got the peri peri chicken, which is a grilled chicken skewer with chili garlic rub and coconut rice, and the puff puff, which is fried dough and powdered sugar. I've had the peri peri chicken before. It's been good in years past. Let me not choke and die. Okay, so I like it. It's a little dry, which I normally don't like a lot of sauce anyway, but if you do, you might find it a little dry. Lots of flavor. The rice is good. It's a good starter dish, and a little bit of protein, so good way to start the day. And next up, I'm gonna try one of these puff puffs, basically kind of beignet-like. Oh, little piece fell off there. I probably didn't need to shove the entire thing in my mouth. It's fried dough and powdered sugar, people. You know what it tastes like. It's yummy. One additional note on the peri peri chicken. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. So if you're not into spicy stuff, probably not your jam. It's not super spicy, but maybe 6 out of 10 on a spicy scale. So just be warned. Check this out. We know something may be happening beyond those walls, or we've heard, we don't know. Rumors are something's going on beyond those walls. But in front of those walls, celebrating 25 years of Killarney Village with this fun little photo opportunity. That's cool. Next up, the Hawaii booth. For the first cocktail of the day, a Blue Hawaiian, which contains vodka, blue curacao, pineapple, and coconut. It's a frozen beverage, has a little umbrella here. Didn't get a straw, just going straight in, people. I like that a lot, actually. Tastes like vacation. So we walked over to the wolf enclosure, but it's the border collies instead. They're running around, playing and stuff. What you want, little guy? Would you like some Blue Hawaiian? No. Oh. They don't like that guy specifically. I bet you because he's not a subscriber to the channel. Don't be like that guy. It's time for a margarita. And so I got your basic lime margarita. Looks like it has salt on the rim. I'm assuming it's salt. That's a salt rim. This is actually it's actually not a bad margarita. I don't mind this at all. Behind me, I don't know if you can see it, but the sky has opened up. There wasn't rain in the forecast, but it's here. So stopped at La Bella Wine Bar right here in France, and we've talked about this in a prior video, but you know, it's a wine bar. They have wine. They also have like champagne. They have a champagne thing that you can get cotton candy in. We've showed you that in a previous video. But insider tip. Oh, the rain's picking up. Insider tip. This bottle of wine was $30. An individual glass of wine is $12. So if you're here with company like I am, it makes more sense to get a bottle of wine because you get at least 4 glasses of wine out of it, and you save probably like 25%. So that's my tip to you all that are over 21. After a short rain delay, we are back on track. What am I looking at? Oh, okay, well, it may rain again. We may have another delay, but we'll see. We're gonna keep making our way around the world here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Next up, the Poland booth. I guess there's thunder in the area, so we can't get Poland right now. But here's what they have. They have kielbasa, pierogies, zapiekanka, kotachki. I think I know that one. They also have this Mad Dog Shooter, which sounds pretty rough. So the rain has passed, but there's still lightning in the area. And one of the things I do want to let you all know is that when there's lightning in the area, in addition to roller coasters and certain rides shutting down, unfortunately, the food and wine booths are shut down right now too. So hopefully, because the sun's out and it's passing, we'll get a reprieve soon and we can resume our food tour and showing you around the park. But just wanted you to be aware that plan your day accordingly. There was actually not rain in the forecast today, but I don't know. There's a little bit of storm passing over right now. So looking forward to trying some food. I'm looking forward to getting to the Puerto Rico booth. We actually talked about that in a recent episode of News from the Queue. If you haven't checked that out, check out News from the Queue. It's our podcast that we do with Eddie from Edutainment. I will link one of the videos here at the end of this video. Or you can find them elsewhere on our channel. You can find them on Edutainment's channel as well. You can also find it on your favorite podcast provider, News from the Queue. But we have a News from the Queue challenge, which is a special combination of 2 food dishes, and we're going to do it with you later on in this video. We're going to go to Puerto Rico, we're going to get the mofongo, we're going to get the ropa vieja, and we're going to put the ropa vieja on top of the mofongo and mix the 2 and try it and let you know how it is. Back on track, we are going to hit Brazil, where I want to try the tempero baiano, which is a Brazilian spice marinated chicken drum with a garlic sauce and caipirinha. Also, I have a strong weakness for rice pudding and cinnamon, so we're going to try the arroz doce cremoso as well. So got a bunch of things from the Brazil booth, including a Brazilian spice marinated chicken drum with garlic sauce. I also got the coconut rice pudding and a couple of caipirinhas. They have a pineapple mint and a strawberry option. All right, so here's a close-up look at that Brazilian spiced and marinated chicken drumstick. It looks really good. I got mine without the yogurt sauce. You said the yogurt sauce was good though? Apparently the yogurt sauce is delicious. You guys know I'm weird about sauces. I'm a picky eater, but this looks really good. Okay, that's actually really good. It's got a lot of flavor to it, even more so than the peri peri chicken that we had earlier. This one, like, even more spice, less hot as far as spices, but good flavor.
Better with the yogurt.
Apparently better with the yogurt, which I didn't get. The coconut rice pudding has cinnamon and coconut in it. It's a little thick, so I'm not 100% sure I'll love it. There it is. I don't love this. I feel like it's almost too thick, maybe because it's, you know, not made fresh, it's in the fridge, it's, you know, it's kind of like rice pudding for me has a more liquidy consistency than this. I can taste a little bit of the cinnamon, but not a ton. The coconut's really good, but not my favorite dish so far today. And next up, I'm gonna try the pineapple mint caipirinha, which is cachaça, pineapple, and mint. Gotta tell you, not my favorite. All I can really taste is pineapple here. Very strong pineapple. I don't really taste much of the cachaça and definitely don't taste the mint. But let's try the other option, which was the strawberry option. So this is kashaka, strawberry, and lime. Not great either. All I taste is strawberry. So on the other one, all I taste is pineapple. On this one, all I taste is strawberry. And a caipirinha has a very distinctive flavor to it. So the fact that all I really taste is the fruit juice in this, not my favorite option. You may want to skip these, but the chicken at this booth, thumbs up. So this is new. Angry Bear, who you can see behind that guy right there, has opened up a bar. Angry Bear opened up Front Porch Pours, which features a wine tasting featuring a selection of wines that complement the smoky, savory flavors of the grill. Good job, Angry Bear. We knew you had it in you. Bear, 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 bear. Bear, what's your favorite dish at Food and Wine Festival? All right, here is another update. We are right next to Alpengeist, and look, it's not open just yet, but they've repainted this food stand to theme it to Alpengeist. I think it was like brown before, but now it's all blue and yellow. Looks great. We have arrived at our most anticipated food booth of the day, Puerto Rico. And we are going to do the News from the Queue challenge, which I will tell you about here in a minute. In our podcast, News from the Queue, we talk to you about the News from the Queue challenge, which is coming to the Puerto Rico booth specifically and getting the ropa vieja, which is the braised beef, because the mofongo has chicharrones, but generally meatless. So we're gonna try this mix of ropa vieja with some braised beef. We're gonna mix it with the mofongo, the sweet plantains, a little bit of chicharrones for the crunch. Here's the bite. This is the challenge. If you do this, let us know in the comments below. Let us know on social media. News from the Queue challenge, ropa vieja with your mofongo. That is really good. That is really good. The sweetness of the mofongo, the chicharrones crunch, the ropa vieja with the beef, it has a little bit of tartness to it. You get a lot of flavor. That is the bite. Make sure you do that and let us know in the comments below. And finally, we are back to what you've been waiting for, our Verbolten Forbidden Turn update. It looks like the Volkswagen is still up there, but I hear the billboard has been placed on the track right there through the woods. You can barely see it through the trees, but the billboard is up that tells you about the tour through the Black Forest. You can see a little of it right down there, just barely. As you make the right turn to enter the building, there's a billboard right to the side. Outside of that, construction still continues. As we found out in our tour, this is under construction and will be kind of a different visual as we exit Frau Hexel's house. And over here, construction continues. In fact, they have construction walls over the entire queue area, but we learned that there will be a couple of animatronics going into that queue, including Frau Hexel and her minion, I guess, Broom, a magical talking broom. But this is what's happening. Under major construction, still scheduled to open in spring 2026. Across from Escape from Pompeii is the Coke Travelers Cafe, which contains nothing but cocktails, including from China and Singapore. You've got rum, ginger beer, ginger ale, Singapore gin, orange juice, and ginger ale. And you've got a couple of non-alcoholic cocktails as well. Nothing here sounds right up my alley, so I'm going to keep moving. We're going to check out the Scotch booth before we leave for the day. Wrapping up our food and wine tour here at the Highland Spirits, which contains Bonnie Bites and a couple of cocktails. They have a whiskey cheese dip. So the food options are new this year. We've actually tried the bourbon pecan balls before. I think we're going to try one of the cocktails to wrap up our day. We're gonna try the whiskey cheese dip, which is a whiskey infused cheese dip with rosemary raisin crostinis. Okay, so here's the bite. The cheese dip is very thick. It's not like a warm cheese dip, it's a cold cheese dip. But let's give it a shot. There's a lot of flavors there. The whiskey cheese dip, the raisin crostini, a lot of layers, but not a lot of flavor. I think the whiskey cheese dip is actually pretty good. I don't love the crostini. I don't think the raisin is necessary. I think just a regular crostini with that whiskey cheese dip would be better. And lastly, we're gonna try the Irish Buck, which is whiskey, honey, ginger, and basil. Here it is. It's actually really good. So I think with Irish and ginger, or Irish whiskey and ginger, it tastes a lot like a Moscow Mule, if you're familiar with that flavor. But I think the honey cuts the ginger a bit. This is actually pretty good. I like this one a lot. All right, peeps, that does it for us from our first visit to this year's Busch Gardens Williamsburg Food and Wine Festival. We gave you a little bit of some of the updates happening around the park, new stuff happening at Verbolten Forbidden Turn, some great food dishes and cocktails. Let us know what your favorite food and wine dish that you saw today is, or if you've come, what you've enjoyed trying. Leave us a comment down below with your thoughts. And while you're down there, give us a thumbs up on this video. It really helps us out. And hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you know when we release upcoming Busch Gardens Williamsburg content, including our upcoming Verbolten Forbidden Turn opening content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.